Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation.
So Liam was over for dinner last night.
How's he going?
He's great. He doesn't live at home anymore, neither does Jack, but they come over for dinner once a week and I see them all the time and it's great.
I sent Jack a text over the weekend. I said, watch out for the double Ds.
With the double demerits.
Yeah. What else would
I
there
don't know if he was
Still waiting
confused
for
by
a
that.
reply.
Yeah, well, hello. Welcome to the world of 21-year-olds and texting.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, both boys are very good.
Good.
They are very vigilant sons, and I mean that not in a forced way.
Yeah.
But, you know, they're concerned for their dad. They're
course.
making sure that I'm okay. They're fantastic boys.
I love hanging out with them. It's always great to see them. This stage of our lives, as they get older, you just don't see them as much because they're little rocket ships. They're doing their own thing.
Yeah, and they're
You know,
suddenly
my
men.
kids have moved out of home.
Grown men.
Yeah, then all of a sudden you go, what happened?
So Liam was over for dinner last night, and we saw some footage on the news of the Penrith Panthers in their sheds straight after the win, and they're wearing winners' jerseys that have Panthers winners of grand final 2024.
They had a whole outfit as well, though. There was a
Jacket,
shirt and then there was a jacket
they
which
had
looked like it was embroidered.
They had the whole thing, and I said, "Well, what happens? How quickly have they done this?" And obviously, they've had to make all of that for the Storm just in case. And Liam said, because he's a collector of basketball and other kind of merch from America, he's been trying to get his hands on some of the stuff from the loser teams that obviously exists and is out in the ether somewhere, but you can't buy it. And he pointed me this article that explains why. I don't know what happens in Australia, but this is what happens, say, after the Super Bowl. So for beforehand, they probably have T-shirts and merch for a whole variety of teams, but particularly when they know who's going to be in the finale, in the final, they make items obviously for both teams because they can't wait until, say, to go into production until after they've won, because it's that impulse buying. So what they waste in making it for both teams, they make up for tenfold in having things ready to go when the time comes, so that you can order it online that night. You can buy it as you leave the stadium, so it's ready to go.
It's all there.
So what about the stuff for the team that hasn't won? Why don't we see that floating around on the black market somewhere?
Yeah.
What they do is that they have banded, this is in the States, with an organisation called Good 360. So every bit of merch from a team that hasn't won from America goes to this one place in Virginia, and from there it gets sent to Africa, Asia, Eastern Europe and the Middle East. And they are in charge of sending it out to those places. And they're very diligent. They make sure it's not going to disrupt the local manufacturing market, but they say how important it is for kids in these areas, for people and adults, to have new, good quality clothing. And another reason about shipping it to those places is that it can't come back, because they, don't want someone to profit from it. They want this to be a non-profit thing. They don't want it to be bought and sold and find its way back. But also, psychologically and in terms of your brand, you don't want, it may be funny to have a loser's jersey and to wear that and think it's a collector's item, but no one from the merchandise side, no one from the NFL side wants that to be seen in America. So it suits that this stuff goes over and does good work.
Yep.
But also it means it doesn't surface in America.
What if someone immigrates over here and they've got the merch? What if like a little kid comes over here on a boat and he's got a Panthers or a Parramatta 2022 grand final winner's shirt?
Good luck to him. Good luck to him.
Because you'd love one of those.
Well, that's the thing. They would be collector's items, which is why they go to great trouble to make sure that someone, A, isn't making money from it, and B, the NRL wouldn't be embarrassed by it.
Yeah. That's why I held back on getting our winners' shirts made for the radio awards on Saturday night. Jonesy and
I
Amanda's
think they're safe.
two-peat.
A two-peat.
A two-peat.
We won last year. Can we have a two-peat? I think it's called a repeat.
Is it? No.
It's a no-repeat station. What are we going to do?
It's two-peat.